What is going on to all my Cancer crabs out there? I had to go ahead and do that because that's how it is that I'm really feeling. I'm honestly feeling humbled just a little bit. Hold on a second. Let's go ahead and get the lights on really quickly here. But that's how it is that I'm really feeling. I'm feeling humbled, you know, to know how it is that everybody really reached out, showed up, showed some love, really appreciate it. So I just kind of have to, you know, do the Shaolin monk, you know, apprentice kind of, you know, I'm just humbled by everybody, you know, tuning in and really showing me some love, really appreciate it. If you'd like to contact me for personal reading because this reading really resonated with you, feel free to do so at Kareemspiritworks.Wix.com. Or you can write, the link to that is in the description box below. Or you can contact me if you want a personal reading at Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Come through, why not? Would really appreciate it if you would. What else? I do have some merchandise coming out. I got some t-shirts, some Kareemspiritworks t-shirts showing up. And don't worry about it. I have a video coming out about why, but long story short, just roll with me because this is going to be a long video. But the reason why it is that I decided to, because I sold 2 t-shirts. Actually, I have 2 t-shirts floating out around there, but I actually decided to discontinue them, right, from the past. And the reason why is because of the printing, right? Like the printing on them was crap. I didn't want to sell anyone any crap. Everything that I sell, whether it's the tarot readings, right? You know, whether it's t-shirts, whatever I got in the future, I want it to be top notch, right? I don't want it to ever be like where people buy it and I'm asking, I have an asking price and y'all buy it and y'all are like, what is this crap? You know what I mean? And then now, and you know, short term, I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling good about myself because I swindled you out of something. You know what I mean? I don't ever want it to be like that. I want long-term customers, long-term subscribers, people who get a piece of merchandise or a tarot reading and they're like, they want another one, or they want different designs. They want, you know, a t-shirt with another design. As of right now, I only have 1 t-shirt, right? I should say 1 design, but I'm accepting pre-orders right now, okay? I'm accepting pre-orders. The pre-orders are most definitely going to go up on my website. So check my website, Kareemspiritworks.Wix.com. A lot of stuff coming out, like I said before. This channel's growing quickly. Really appreciate you. So for the Cancers, we have the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the Knight of Wands. It's so hot. The Judgment. I'm sitting down and sweating. The 9 of Cups, 2 of Wands. You have the 8 of Wands, the 3 of Wands. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for the Cancer crabs is the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 9 of Swords. This is obviously the 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups. This is about regret that someone has. They regret how the relationship, it's obviously in the past. They regret the relationship, how you and them ended up, where, you know, why the 2 of you are not together still to this day. And they wish that they could apologize. But let's see how sincere they are. The 10 of Swords, they are blaming themselves, right? And really, they're blaming themselves quite a bit. Now let's see how they're blaming themselves. Or I should say, let's get deeper into this. They are blaming themselves because they knew they did you dirty. They were very disrespectful. They were very conniving. They were very manipulative. So somebody screwed you over from the past, and then now it seems like they want to get back in good with you, right? But the thing is that they're gonna reach out, but they expect you Cancers to be a Cancer crab. See, the thing about Cancers is about Cancer crabs is that when Cancer crabs decide to walk on out of your life, a lot of the Cancer crabs walk-off game is immaculate. Cancer crabs, when they decide to walk up on out of your life, I don't know what type of sorcery y'all do, but y'all walk out of a person's life and y'all do not even, I don't get it. Y'all are not hurt. Y'all are not calling the person. I don't know how y'all do it. Right? And it goes to show you the power of the Cancer crabs, that a lot of people tend to think that Cancer crabs are like delicate Cancer crabs are not delicate crybabies, because if they were, it takes a hard individual, you understand what I'm saying, to cut the person off and to never go back. Like, you know what I mean? Never even so much as entertain the idea. So the 10 of Cups and the Knight of Wands represents this being a situation for you where since this is the case, what's going on here is these cards are about, but the thing is that, you know, they see you happy, or I should say they are thinking of you as being happy without them. But the Knight of Wands, they still want to just give it another try, just to hear what it is that you would say or how you would interact with them. The Judgment, 9 of Cups, 2 of Wands represents this being a situation for you where what goes on is the Judgment. The Judgment is about how you Cancers, y'all are going to hear from them, obviously, and this is you speaking to them. But the Judgment and the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Wands is about you potentially telling them. There's a good chance that you Cancer crabs tell them to bug off hard, okay, especially through the phone, because as you can see, this angel, right, is holding, Gabriel, the horn blower, is holding up the horn, right, blowing through the horn. And what do we modern day call the horn? The phone, or the cell phone, or whatever kind of, whatever kind of phone that we use. So you basically telling them, nah, bug off harshly. And then the things that the 9 of Cups is, knowing that, yeah, you know that you were the best thing for them, right? You were the best partner that they had. But the 2 of Wands, they decided to destroy the relationship, and now they're coming back. They wouldn't have even have had to come back in the first place if they would have done right by you. So the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands represents now how, since this is the case, the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands is just about how, since that's the case, the 8 of Wands is that them asking you to give them another chance. And but the thing is that you have, I should say, they're not understanding that you're done. Hold on 1 second. I want to check. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. It was a dark and stormy night, and the wind is blowing. It's not really stormy, right? But it is windy. It's definitely on the more damp side. So I just wanted to go ahead and check to see if my family is doing all right. You know what I mean? If my family members are doing all right. So, just had to go check just to make sure. But the point, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't play that. But the point is So the Three of Wands represents how, since this is the case, a lot of you decided to ultimately, they're not understanding that you're done, and that it was a real slim chance that you were really going to go back to them, because they blew it, right? They blew it. You know, you're like Scorpio, right? Higher octave of Cancer is Scorpio, lower octave of Scorpio is Cancer crabs. So they blew it with you. Now, let's clarify the Three of Wands. Let's clarify the Three of Wands. I told y'all, I said this was going to be a long video. For future references, just know that when I take breaks to go leave my room or something like that, is for a real reason, right? Because somebody, you know, it's one of my family members called me or something like that. So, you know, don't trip. But let's clarify the Three of Wands, or had to go check on something, or some piece of business or something like this, or, you know, somebody had ordered something. But the point is, you know, this isn't the only thing that I do. So y'all got to cut me some slack here. So you have the Judgment, the King of Wands, and then last but not least, you have the High Priestess. So these three cards represent how you already have the Judgment. The Judgment is you've already made the judgment. You're done. The Judgment is fire. Same thing. The Horn. You know, letting them know what it is on the cell phone, because more than likely they're going to call or text. They're not going to come over, right? Because they know how you Cancers can essentially turn it up. They don't want that. And the King of Wands and the High Priestess is them still thinking that there's some sort of thing here. And maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But the point is, you Cancer crabs don't want anything to do with this, because, again, they blew their shot. They shouldn't have done whatever it is that they did to you in the first place. They should have been playing their position. And they, you know, this is what happens to people who try to destroy or manipulate behind the backs of people who are trying to rock with them and that are A1, right? And apparent and transparent with them. That's not a very good idea, having the mentality of, I know what I'm going to do. This person who's treating me like an equal, treating me like a mutual peer, I'm going to stab them in the back. That's not common sense. So people who have that type of mentality, as I've been trying to tell y'all, put y'all on to wisdom, how the world, how the universe, how the world works, right? The game is what people call it, or power, right, is what people call it. Those people who have that mentality are not very bright. So let's clarify here. So we have let's clarify the Eight of Wands. What are they trying to get you to talk about exactly? What are they trying to get you to talk about? Like, what is the hot spot? Like, what are they so interested in trying to get you to talk so much about? Let's clarify that. The Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Five of Cups. Yeah, they're trying to go down memory lane with this relationship and be like, oh, you know, remember, you know, they're trying to go down memory lane, right? Because Earth and air are about memory, right? As you can see, Queen of Pentacles is an Earth card. Queen of Swords is a sword card, right? So this is about them like, hey, you know, remember when X, Y, and Z in a relationship, how our relationship used to be so good? And then the Five of Cups are like, yeah, and this is, you know what I mean? Yeah, I wish it was like that. But a lot of you Cancers are going to be thinking to yourselves and remembering the relationship was good until you fill in the blank. You know what I mean? You know, the point is, they betrayed your trust. You Cancers decided you couldn't trust them. And for Cancer crabs, that's a big thing, right? You know what I mean? Although my critique about Cancer is, I do wish that a lot of you Cancer crabs would be more open to kind of let your hair down. Because let's face it, okay? I've known many Cancers, okay? One one of my siblings, you know, significant other, you know what I mean, is a Cancer crab, right? I got a lot of Cancer crabs in my life, believe it or not. Point is, Cancer crabs can be stuck up. And I'm not insulting y'all. I'm just saying in the sense of the ability to relax. A lot of you Cancers don't know how to relax sometimes. Sometimes y'all could be so predicated off of, you know, self-preservation and stuff like this. Somebody just wants to show you a good time and y'all are like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And that kind of ruins the fun that you could potentially have, because again, you do have people around you who like you and who's been waiting to kind of come say something to you. So, but it's up to you to decide for yourself that this person is worth it. Let's clarify one more card and let's get out of here. So the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. What exactly is their intention? So we know that they want to get back in a relationship again, but have they really changed? Let's check it out. Let's see if they have changed. Let's see if they've changed. Have they really changed? You have the Empress, the Ten of Swords, and you have the Devil. All right, so it's so hot. So what I'm seeing here is the Empress, the Ten of Swords, and the Devil, right, to clarify the Knight of Wands. So the Empress, especially in this tarot deck, right, is actually inverted, okay? The scepter should be on the other hand, and the shield should be in the other hand. But the point is that this is about how this person, yes, they do like you, but they still are very immature in their concept of love and how to actually carry it out. Love is not about just telling the person that you love them. Love is also about showing the person. And how you do that in the first place is by ultimately allowing yourself to have some form of change, right? Giving yourself a chance. This person telling you, right, or they love you, but they won't even give themselves a chance. So the way that it comes out dysfunctionally, right? So the Ten of Swords and the Devil card is, the Ten of Swords represents, and it always ends, right, with you getting, unfortunately, hurt with this person, because this person is the type of person that try to pick a fight or try to create some sort of mischief or say something that's backhandedly. And then you have the Devil card. The Devil card represents this being a situation where, and I think that you Cancer crabs have got it right the first time when y'all decided to leave, which is the time that I'm talking about in the reading here. Y'all decided to not go back to this person, and that was the right choice. Or whenever it is that you decided to not go back was the better choice or the best choice. Because the Devil card is about two people who are very much so attached to each other, but who do not want to let go based upon their own choice. Yes, there's chains around their necks, but the chains are very much loose to where they could take it off and walk away if they wanted to. But that's how the relationship was with you and them. No kind of real growth, problem solving and resolution and stronger bonds being made, just dysfunction. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.